Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. I made a list and I thought it might be helpful for other people. And this is my most used newborn items. So I am 3 weeks postpartum. She is 3 weeks old today. She's right here. She's looking at a little book. I got these on Amazon, little black and white books. She's just starting to get where she needs a little bit more stimulation when she's awake. So she's just kind of looking at that. I try to keep it kind of away from her face and she seems to like it. So that'll keep her a little bit occupied. But I just wanted to give you a list of my most used newborn items because I did a lot of research. You know, I've had twins and I know that, you know, it's easy when you're a first-time mom, especially, to add to your registry a billion things that you may not actually use. So I just wanted to go over, I was thinking back through the first 3 weeks, what did I actually use and what were the items that I felt like I really needed. So the first one I had with my twins, it's a Boppy lounger. So this is what she's on right now. So let me tilt this a little so you can see. So it's not the Boppy with the hole in it, that's the breastfeeding Boppy that you put around you. It's the lounger. So it does not have a hole, it's just like a big pillow. And this was my most used items with my twins as well. I had 2 of them that I would actually bottle feed them on, which is not really that great as far as positioning wise, but it's what worked for us with twins. We feed her in our arms. So we don't use this for feeding necessarily, but you do need some place to put your baby down. So I like to have a balance of holding her and putting her in stuff, because putting them in the same spot like this all the time can cause issues with their head. It's also very impractical to be holding your baby 24/7. So you need a safe place to put them down. And I don't have a bassinet or a pack and play in the living room. I have one in my bedroom and I don't always like to put her down in there. So this is great. She can be on the couch. This is not technically a safe sleep surface. And a lot of the sleep training groups will say, don't let them sleep in this. They should sleep on a flat surface. And unlike, you know, the DockATot and the Snuggle Me, which also aren't really safe for nighttime sleep, but they're flat, this is on a recline. So sometimes they can get used to sleeping on a recline and not want to sleep in their flat bassinet. My twins were in these all the time. They napped in them in the living room. And we had no issues transitioning them to their cribs flat on their back. And we also had no issues, I had no issues transitioning them at night to sleep flat on their back. So honestly, it's a personal preference. I love this. I think it's a nice place to just put her down and she can kind of hang out in it, sleep in it when I'm watching her. It's just a really good place to have in the living room, and I couldn't live without them. And compared to a DockATot and a Snuggle Me, which I looked into getting, this is a lot more affordable. So if you're looking for an affordable kind of cushion, this is a great one, and I use it all the time. The next thing I will show you is our infant to toddler rocker. I will grab that. I used that to feed my twins when they outgrew these. So I never used it with my twins as an infant. With her, I have it in the infant position, and we use it a lot if we're sitting out on our deck or outside. I either use that or my stroller, so this is it. You can see it's kind of flatter, so it supports her head more, but you can put this up. Baby girl's fussing, I'll get her passy, but you can put this up as they get older and you can take this down and make it rock. So I just keep it in a stationary position with this reclined, and this is what I take outside on the deck, and it just gives her someplace different to be. So next, for used items, we kind of get into transport. So we have gone out a few times. She's not my first baby. With the twins, I was home. They were in the NICU for 21 days. When we got home, I didn't want to go anywhere. Because we have twins and my husband has some time off, we've kind of been doing little day trips, like a hike, and we went to get flowers for our garden and all that kind of stuff. And with my twins, I have a City Select double front to back stroller, which I will at some point do a review. I did a review of our City Mini GT double, which is our side side by side, which I use all the time for just the twins. But I have a front to back, which I had the car seat adapters for the twins. For her, I didn't want the car seat in the stroller all the time. So I have the bassinet, the flat bassinet in the stroller for outside. So I haven't actually taken the stroller to a store, but I use it when I'm outside playing with the twins. Now I haven't been with the twins by myself a ton because I've had a lot of help. My parents were here, my husband's off, my sister's coming. But the plan is when I don't have help and we're outside playing, have her in the bassinet versus like a stationary infant to toddler rocker, because then I can move her front yard to backyard. We can kind of go around and I can keep track of the twins, and also she can nap, and it is a safe napping place because it's flat. You don't have to worry, and it has a sun hood. I have a bug net to go over it, and sometimes I'll throw a swaddle blanket for the sun. So I will do a review on that and show you the pros and cons of that and what I like about it, but that is one of my, it wasn't one of my most used items in the first 3 weeks per se, but I did use it, and I know I will use it a ton. When we go out, these are 2 items that I've used a ton. So this is a Wild Bird ring sling. I'm not going to show you how to use it, but I have been slinging her. I just talked to Wild Bird and they actually recommend 8 pounds. She's 7 pounds, but I have been putting her in it. I've just been really careful with her positioning. And then when we did a little hike and when we went to the zoo, I actually used I used a Tula. So this is the Tula carrier. And because she's little, it starts at 7 pounds. I use the infant insert, and I can do a video on this later, but you just pop her in here. It gives her more support in here. So that has been a hugely used item. With my twins, I didn't wear them a ton unless I was with my husband, obviously, because I'm only one person. But we've been going to stores and whatnot, and it's been a lot easier than taking a stroller just to wear her. So those 2 items have been used a lot the past 3 weeks, even though she's a newborn and very tiny. The next used items is birth cloths have been a hugely used item. I have gotten the Gerber diaper inserts with my twins because they were very spitty. She is not quite as spitty, so I got these at Target. They're Cloud Island, and they're super cute. They wash really nice. Terry cloth on one side, cotton. They're very soft, cute patterns, and I bought 2 packs of them. They come in packs of 4. They're like $7.99. So I've used these a ton. I always have one with her. The other item that we've been using a ton is these light swaddles. These are also from Target. I think they're the same brand. And I got a pack with bumblebees, lemons, and then I think there's just a teal polka dot one. Yes, these are also Cloud Island. So they're just light muslin swaddles. I throw it over the stroller, the car seat when I'm in the car for sun protection. And then also it's really nice this time of year just to throw over her because it's airy, light, and you know, keeps her little piggies warm. And then out here, before I show you anything else, I've used this a ton actually. So my kids have a Hatch Baby Rest, the twins, sound machine that stays on all night. With her, I thought with all the noise my twins make, maybe a sound machine would be too much, but I've actually found that it helps her drown out the noise. So this is a skip hop travel sound machine. I've just been putting it on just white noise as low as I can go, and I kind of just stick it next to her, and it just kind of helps calm her a little bit. So I have used this a ton. I've attached it to the bassinet at night. You can set it 15 minutes, 30 or 60, and that seems to help her a little bit kind of calm herself. The other item that I've used a ton, which again, use your own judgment on this one, is passies. My twins were passy kids. They were in the NICU. They were given passies to help them suck. She's not a huge passy person per se, but it does help her when she's been eating, and I'm not quite sure if she needs to eat again or if she just needs that like non-nutritive sucking. So we use the Advent Soothies. My daughter uses them as well, my older daughter, but she only uses them at nap and night. So to differentiate hers and the babies, so she wasn't tempted to take the babies, I got the little ones that look like teddy bears for now. So that's what she's using. That's just, you know, our pacifier of choice because we've had good luck with it before. And yeah, so she doesn't use it a ton. I don't really force it on her, but it's nice to have something to kind of soothe herself. So we've used those. And also bottles. So I will do a video on why I stopped nursing and why I stopped pumping at a later time, but she is now bottle fed exclusively. And so if that is something that you should have a few bottles anyway, just because you don't know how your nursing journey is going to go. But that was one of our most used items. We use the Advent Naturals bottles. I have the small ones, the big ones. I have them from my twins. I just replaced the nipples. I bought new nipples off of Amazon. So these are our bottles of choice. She takes them very well and no issues with that. So bottles, and then the Boone Grass bottle drying rack has been a used item. So the next thing I'm going to show you is in our room. There's just a couple things that I used a ton these first 3 weeks. So let me show you. So obviously we use the Halo bassinet a ton. This is where she's sleeping at night. And we have the Snuggle Me infant insert. So she sleeps right in here at night. I have this set up in a way that it pulls further away from my bed and then comes closer to me. You can also set it up so it will pull across your bed. I did not have a C-section, so I have this part locked that you can push down. I don't need it. I have it set up the way I like it. And then we use the Halo Sleep Sack Swaddles, which I used with my twins and loved. Nice cotton little swaddle. And I love this. This is what we use with my twins. That's what I'm using with her. So she sleeps in that. That is a most used item. And then lastly is this little light. So if I could do it over, I would just get the light and not get the sound machine part, because this is very much like the Owl sound machine. It goes 30, 60, 90 and has different options for sound. And I'm using the Owl in the bassinet versus this, but it does have a light. I am not a fan of the sound, and I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to make it not make that noise. But if you press the rim, it gets brighter, and then you can make it dimmer. So I've been using that in the middle of the night for feeds, because it's really nice to have just a little bit of light and not super bright when I'm feeding her at night. So these are items that I definitely used, definitely would put on a registry, and definitely felt like I needed for a newborn. The thing that I didn't use is we actually have swings downstairs from the twins. I haven't brought a swing up yet. I may consider bringing a swing up because she has been getting a little bit fussier at night. She doesn't really cry, but she kind of fusses around and she wants to be held. So it might be nice to have something with a little motion. Like I said, I don't have the batteries in the infant to toddler rocker, so it doesn't vibrate. So I'll either get batteries for that or try the swing. But the swing is not something that was like, I felt like I really needed this first 3 weeks. It was really the list that I told you. So I just wanted to pop in, let you guys know kind of what I felt like I really used these first 3 weeks. And yeah, so I hope things are going well. And I will see you guys back here soon.